The Indian dairy industry is the largest in the world, accounting for 23% of the global milk production. The industry functions with the collective cooperation of numerous farmers with gaushalas, small animal farms, and cooperatives. The profits associated with the packaged and processed milk and its products are higher, and so the farmers choose to sell the product to the dairy plants. These processing plants can not only manage the operation at a large scale but also do value addition to the product, such as greater shelf life, taste, flavor, and a broader market reach. Many dairy processing units also maintain their own dairy farms. In this video, we will learn about this dairy industry and how you can set up a successful business around it. Hello and welcome to Enterclimate. My name is Shalin, and let's start this video with an overview of the dairy industry of India to better understand the dairy industry and the scope of the business. So, animal farm owners and gaushalas sell their products either directly in the market or to dairy plants through cooperatives. The dairy plant requires a planned collection, transportation, processing, quality testing, and distribution of the dairy product. These business activities have a huge scope in many states that are the leading producers of milk and its products. The products made in the dairy industry include butter, buttermilk, cheese, milk cream, dairy whitener, curd, yogurt, paneer, skimmed milk, whole milk, ghee, condensed milk, fermented milk, flavored milk, etc. Let's see the advantages and the scope of the dairy industry. So, starting a dairy farm or a processing plant is referred as an all-season opportunity, as the demand for milk and its products is stable throughout the year or even increases. The milk production in India has shown an increase of 3 to 4% each year. For many such reasons, the dairy farming and processing businesses are emerging as the lucrative option for entrepreneurs. Moreover, the milk business in the country involves the export of high quality products too. The demand for milk and its product is high in all seasons in the international market also. India's export of dairy products has witnessed a steady rise over the last 3 years. India exported close to 1,09,000 million tons of dairy products to the world with a value of nearly 3,000 crores. The main export destination included Bangladesh, UAE, Bahrain, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. So let's understand how you can start this business. Let's first see the requirements of setting up a dairy farm and a dairy processing unit. So, dairy farm business does not require employing highly skilled labor. The dairy farms and gaushalas are categorized based on the number of adult cows and female buffaloes on the farm. Category 1 are farms with up to 25 animals. Category 2 is with 26 to 50 animals. Category 3 is with 51 to 75 animals. And category 4 is with 70 to 100 animals. Gaushalas above 100 animals are categorized as category 5. The prerequisites to run a dairy farm includes the registration in the local veterinary and dairy development department. For a license to start a dairy farm, one needs a permission from the local municipality or a panchayat based on the region where the dairy farm will be set up. However, for setting up a processing plant, the entrepreneur must focus on estimating the capacity, process scheduling, and plant layout. This business will be a capital intensive activity when compared to operating a dairy farm. Also, the biodegradable nature of animal waste generated on farms are an additional source of revenue for the entrepreneur. Whereas in the case of a manufacturing plant, the waste generated from the plant, maintaining hygiene, quality control, and proper management of industrial waste are the additional responsibilities. The dairy processing plant has to comply with the provisions of the Industrial Acts such as the Factories Act, Pollution Control Board rules, Boiler Acts, and labor-related rules. The stages through which the milk needs to be processed will determine the capital required in this business. However, sections like the reception section, processing section, storage and packaging section, and refrigeration sections are essential requirements for a dairy processing plant. Apart from the structural requirements, record keeping is also mandated by the government. These include ETP compliance records with details of discharged effluents and its compliances, raw material receiving, traceability records, quality control, lab test, microbial test records, external testing reports for milk and milk products, food ingredients, additives, etc., certificates for the analysis, internal and external audit records, and records for receipt of packaging materials and supplier certification. testing records for packaging materials, records of samples picked up by FSI or state FDA authorities, receiving records for raw materials and additives. So, let's now look at the licenses and the authorizations required by this industry. First is the consent NOC. So, obtaining a consent NOC is a prerequisite for setting up a dairy industry. Dairy and dairy products processing on a small scale have been listed in the orange category, and they are water and air polluting. At the same time, gaushalas are categorized in the green category of industries. Milk processing and dairy products manufacturing that have been installed as integrated projects are categorized in the red category. Other licenses required by this industry includes FSI license, BIS certification, trade license from local authorities, CGWA NOC, MSME registration with Udyog Aadhar registration, trademark registration. Let's now look at the initiatives by the government to boost the dairy sector. The Indian government has brought several initiatives to develop the dairy industry. Few of such initiatives include Rashtriya Gokul Mission, National Program for Dairy Development and Dairy Entrepreneurship Development Scheme. Now, as we know that the dairy industry contributes 5% of the nation's GDP and supports more than 8 crore small and medium scale farmers, the country's milk production has increased at a CAGR of 6.2% from 146 million tons in 2014 to 209 million tons in 2020. This shows a huge scope of this business in India in the upcoming future. So this is all we have for this video. For any queries that you may have, you can contact our experts at Enterclimate. It's important to note that the central and state governments as well as pollution control boards issues regulations and guidelines for managing the dairy farms and hygiene and waste disposal for businesses in the dairy industry. Enterclimate can assist your business in the consent and authorization process and help you with the post-compliance requirements. I hope you found this information useful. Please like and share this video if you did. Also subscribe to our channel for more such startup ideas and business solutions. Thank you.